What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Stirfry. It's your boy, Chef T.
I'm with a Spacekid.
And our special guest today, Daylen Dunson.
Nice to see you guys. Thank you.
How you doing today, man?
Dude, doing good. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure, fraternity brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
How's life?
Pretty good.
So you're a fitness influencer. You're kind of like a nutrition guide.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit more about like what you do.
So lately, second semester at BG, I started my own fitness page on Instagram. I gotta admit, I was pretty nervous making it. However, a lot of people started to focus on the content more, and it's something that I'm very passionate about. I've been working out for 6 years, ever since I was a sophomore in high school, and now we're building this up to today. I know that living a healthy lifestyle is more important to others, and it's very, very important to me. So knowing that this is something that I'm passionate about, I don't mind doing it because I love doing it. So
yeah, I mean, what I've seen, how it's grown, is pretty amazing.
Yeah,
you're being able to put your foot in. It's definitely nerve-wracking because let's be honest, a lot of people, they want to start a fitness page or they do start it, and there's like stereotypes that go along with it that you have to deal with. But like once you break through that, then who gives a fuck what people think?
Exactly. You just gotta break that barrier because sometimes some people are gonna be attracted to it, some people aren't. You gotta focus on the positive sides. And that's people that you're gonna influence and get their foot out the door to start working out and getting that healthy lifestyle.
Right, because you technically could change people's lives,
Exactly.
Like, that people need to be healthy. I mean, the healthier you are, the odds that you live longer, the odds that you live a happier, more fulfilled life. Like, I mean, all these things that go into working out. And then I know people put that stereotype and that stigma with it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think people want to get started. Like, that's their excuse, like, oh, this guy. What?
They're scared because they're afraid of not seeing results once they put in the work.
Right.
But the whole point of fitness is that you're supposed to see results. You have to do whatever it takes for you to get results at the end of the day. And that end of the day could be not having that cupcake that's right there or not having that cookie. It's all about discipline and mind training, and it's all start with a mentality thought.
Yeah, that's everything. So sophomore year, you really got started in working out, right?
Yes.
So what was that initial idea to just like, hey, you know what? I need to start eating better. I need to start actually pushing myself.
Yeah.
How did I get started?
It was a 2020 New Year resolution, actually, if I'm being honest. Coming into the new year, it was actually early December. And I'm like, why am I waiting to start as a New Year resolution? Let's start now. So when I started now, it was actually December 1st. Okay. Getting a month prep into what my New Year's resolution was going to be, and then me putting it into full effect by end of February, and that's when the fitness page took off.
Right.
I'm only on my 4th month, and we're at above 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
And then with the whole athlete search and whatnot, companies that reach out to me, First Form was more than happy to bring me along to their family as a Legionnaire, and that Legionnaire lets me have clients, help people that are interested in fitness, and give out workout plans, diet plans for me to actually help people. And that's what I love to do most.
Yeah, I mean, especially like First Form, I think it's a good idea to have someone attached to it. Right. Like someone like me or Will, if we want to get into the protein shake game or what all these extra shit that people buy, like we don't know what's good. Because I've read so many things. Like, they don't even have to get it approved a lot of times, and who knows what's actually in there.
Right.
So it's good to have a face, especially a trusted face that's, around Bowling Green or around Cleveland, that people can actually, like, talk to you about it. Like, what's the benefits? What is this different than some protein powder I buy at Walmart?
And it's all about building the knowledge. Yeah. That's what First Form gave me to do. You have to do the training in order to talk to people because you can't use anything that you are not going to sell to people. So therefore, if I didn't have this, I'm not going to say, hey, buy this, because that's not what we do. Right. We're there to help people. We're there to build the knowledge for people to understand what's actually in the supplements and how it actually obtains to a healthy lifestyle and get the goals that you want, whether it's fat loss, lean muscle building, or even just daily immune system support. Easy as that. So
how did you pick your supplement in the beginning? Like,
so usually, with other brands on the market, they are so easy by their words intriguing as the title. And honestly, it was just going to GNC at first, but then anyone could buy anything at GNC. There's so many products on there that says that they're all true statements. However,
Right.
they aren't proven to you. This is where it came about to be a trial and error type of thing. I started to see what supplements worked best on my body and how good I felt afterwards. That was from working out, running a mile before my workout, and then working out afterwards. Okay. And then you see my fatigue levels very low throughout the day. And I'm like, why are my fatigue levels low throughout the day? Even if I decreased the cardio, it still happened. I was like, this is not the supplement for me. Yeah. Let's go towards the right direction to where I can provide my daily routines, still go to work in a positive manner without being so tired all the time. Right. And then that's where it came into play. Your body is really a trial and error type of thing because everyone's body is different.
Yeah, so that goes into, like, one of the things I want to talk about is, like, okay, people want to work out, but they feel like, oh, I'm going to be tired throughout the day. They go and do their 1 mile run. So they're just getting started. Right. They're not taking supplements. They're just like normal average person. They go for their run. Do you think that eating proper nutrients will help you with that fatigue? Like if you want to go work out before work.
Yes.
People dread that. They're like, oh, I'm going to be exhausted throughout the day.
Exactly.
But like, say getting the proper nutrients or eating the right food, your energy levels will be higher.
Exactly. So therefore, it's all about getting the right whole foods first. You want to eat what's right and not really look at supplements first because supplements are supplementary needs. Right. They're only the needs that's going to help your body perform better. So when you're doing that mile before work, you're going to feel tired. But I swear, once you've been doing it for 2 to 4 weeks, it starts to feel natural at that point. You start to feel better inside and out. Right. And then when that happens, you just start taking off and then you start testing what type of foods are better for you. Such things like broccoli, grilled chicken, my main diet of every day, meal prep. You want to eat the whole foods first and then look towards supplements to add on to that if you want to see better results, faster results.
Right. So yeah, you want to consume. So instead of somebody out there taking a bunch of vitamins to get their nutrients, it's better to eat what naturally comes from the earth, right?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Organic. Yes.
Organics first, whole foods, not processed, trying to processed foods. Exactly. So like that's the thing. Everyone eats so much processed foods, man.
Exactly. It's bad. It was TV dinners, pizza. It's like you look at all of that stuff, you're just like, oh, wow, I can't believe I ate so much of this at such a young age.
Putting that ravioli in the can, dangerous.
Michelini's mac and cheese, don't get me started.
So what kind of sets your brand, DXC Breed, apart from the other fitness people?
See, I'm really, how should I say it? I'm a friendly person overall. I'm going to give people the knowledge they want to hear, and I'm going to give it truthfully. I'm never talk bad about anything, and it's all about the positive surroundings that I'm around. Most people, when they go into making the fitness page, they're dreading it. They're like, I have to work out. I have to post this. And really, they're looking at the money side of things. Right. I don't look at that. I look at making myself better because that's what I've learned about over the years. Me doing fitness and working out on a primarily basis, a daily basis, makes me a better person with my mind, my physique, and to other people I'm surrounded. They get influenced by this. They see me doing it, and then I'm like, hey, let's go on that run tomorrow, and they're definitely down to do it. So I'm more engaging in the process, and I hold myself accountable. Yeah. Holding yourself accountable is the most important process. So.
Right. Right, and again, I mean, I think your whole brand is kind of going away from the stereotypes. Like, I reached out to you and I was like, oh, I'm trying to, like, you said you want a video, and I was like, oh, dude, I really want to, try and diet and kind of get a little more tone. And you, like, kind of gave me a workout plan and gave me kind of the diet that I should eat. And I actually lost 6.5 pounds.
It works.
It works.
It works.
I got a 2-pack coming in. I like beer too much, but like I got a 2-pack coming in, people. Yeah, but no, I mean, I think that people that are too aggressive. I think the problem is people are too aggressive. Mm-hmm. You know, people go in there and they focus on themselves more.
Yeah.
So what you said, you focus on bringing happiness to you, and it brings happiness to you. So therefore, it will bring happiness to other people.
I love seeing other people's results more than my results.
Right, and it brings you joy, and that's why you do it. And
that's
if you
how
could
I know it's working.
Give it to more people, then why not?
Exactly.
But on the other side of things, people are driven by that money. They're like, "Oh, dude, I'm ripped. I can make money off this." Yes. And like that's the problem.
Exactly.
And that's why the negative stereotypes come into play.
Exactly.
It's because these people aren't thinking about the foundation of like influence. They're thinking about, okay, let me build my Instagram. People think I look good. They'll follow me from that, and they'll buy my product just because I'm me. Mm-hmm. I don't care if. Don't hit me up if you want to lose weight. I don't want to help you. Like, this is like, you learn from my page. Don't DM me, whatever. Like, right. I don't know. People, weight loss is an intimidating process. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't want to admit that they're not eating right or that they're overweight.
Exactly.
And then giving them a place where they can, like, ask you questions or, like, feel like they can actually reach out to you is what makes it great.
Yeah.
You know, feel like you're a real person. You're someone that you weren't ripped your fitness wasn't your main thing your whole life, you know?
I was not. 10th grade, 9th grade, I was 180 pounds at 5'4". Now I'm 160 pounds at 5'8". And it honestly takes a practice. Weight loss is something that you have to break a barrier. So when I say break that barrier, it means the first week of dieting, you're just going to feel absolutely terrible. But it's a process. As human beings, we have learned to adapt. That's our natural instinct, is adaptation. So therefore, when people don't see the results in that week, it's only been a week. That's like working like 4 out of 7 days. And then it's as easy as you can still have cheat meals. Make it fun. It's a process. However, it's your own process. So it takes time. And as long as people stick by it, they're going to get their results in a matter of no time, and they're going to be looking at themselves in the mirror a year later saying, I'm a totally different person. And that's all that matters. You're better mentally and physically, like I said. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you one thing. What does the word perseverance mean to you?
Perseverance. That's a nice, I like that. I would say perseverance means being able to observe the meaning of your life, whether what you're going to get in is what you're going to get out. That's perseverance. What you get in is what you're going to get out.
I like that, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, I mean, I think that's one of the foundations of the weight loss, process is you have to realize that you're going to have to persevere through that, that cupcakes look right over there. Oh, I can do it. I can take that chance.
Sometimes you are able to.
Right, the cheat. See, that's the greatest thing about cheat days. I look forward to my. Either I have it on Friday or Saturday. I try to do it on Fridays. Yeah. But I look forward to the Friday cheat day. Maybe make that enchilada. Yeah. Do some shit that like throughout the week. Obviously, I try and I don't even use bread anymore. I use like lettuce wraps.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's all about the substitutions. So it's like, such as when people want to fast, always having that coffee in the morning, it's just all about changing your process. I don't eat as much carbs because I'm on a low carb diet. So therefore, I tested my body out. When I want to bulk, rice is very good for me. Right. When I want to cut, I really don't eat any carbs whatsoever unless it's post-workout. So it's all about just finding the right foods that you're going to feel better afterwards, such as like my biggest example is feeling bloated after you eat. I hate that feeling so much. Yeah. I hate it with every meal. And it's just getting away from foods that's going to make you bloated. So I know foods that's not going to make me bloated, and I'm going to eat more of that because I don't like the way I feel afterwards. So yeah, cutting the pizza out, cutting that pasta out, and it's just a kind of a carb cycle because your body still needs carbs. So I do like 4 days where I really don't eat as much carbs, and I go on a big carb meal, and that's not technically eating pizza, but it's just putting on more carbs in that meal and then doing it all over again. And that's what makes it so exciting. I look forward to that carb meal, and it's just like, as long as it's paying off and I'm seeing results, this is the best meal plan for me. So yeah.
Got you. Do you feel like sharing information was an adjustment to your lifestyle?
Yes, sharing the right information. I can tell everyone anything about products, how they may work, what may be best for them. But the bad part about it was that I didn't have the scientific knowledge behind all of this until I joined First Form. I only knew what worked best for my body, and I tried improvising that on others. But like I said, all of our bodies are different. You know, I'm not 6 foot. You know, like LeBron James, he eats a ridiculous amount and still looks fantastic in his, what is he, 40, 30?
Yeah.
Like, he's in his 30s.
30s, yeah. And it's just like, wow. But it was just about opinionizing my body over others. But now, since I'm able to give the knowledge to others and say, what are your goals? Then I can actually have a sit-down conversation with you and say, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I like that. So you weren't one... I know there's different types of fitness people where they're more focused on the scientific aspect, the nutrients, the specifics that go into what you eat, what you do.
Yeah.
You were more like, let me learn by doing and testing things out and finding what works for me.
Yeah, exactly.
And then as people and diets are crazy right now. Everyone has like these crazy diets that are trending or whatever. And some people think certain ones don't work. What would be your recommendation for someone just starting out and they don't know what to do? You know, what do you think they should try?
Just like you heard at a young age, eat your vegetables. That's my big primary focus. Eat your vegetables, because believe it or not, scientifically proven, we don't eat the amount of vegetables that we need a day, and that day we need 11 servings of vegetables. That's a ridiculous amount. Veggies, it's a ridiculous amount too. And it's just like, well, you won't really catch me eating that every day, but if you really want to start somewhere, it's all about substituting the fruits and the veggies. That's where it all comes into play. Then you can worry about protein, because if you're worrying about weight loss, you really want to just work on decreasing the pounds, however, still working out to maintain that muscle.
Right.
I've done it before. You're going to see weight loss, and you're going to see a substantial weight loss just from proving your diet right.
Right.
And that's where it all starts. Eat your vegetables. So
yeah, I mean, dude, everyone needs to eat more veggies. I can't believe people that don't eat enough veggies.
Exactly.
But so when they're initially trying to fix their diet up, I think a lot of people think that it'll just happen quick and they don't have to exercise. But like, I think pairing the right diet with even taking a little jog or a walk every day, I think that like helps. Like, stuff isn't gonna happen just sitting around.
Right.
You know, you're not gonna see that change that you want unless you really push yourself.
That's where it all starts. It's all a mindset type of thing. If you go out and run at least 6 minutes a day, you will see results. It's all about what you want to do with yourself instead of sitting on the couch, especially during quarantine, because you know we're not really outside right now. However, this is everyone's excuse not to be a part of the fitness lifestyle right now. Everyone's excuse. They don't want to leave the house. They want to stack up on groceries and stay inside. That's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard, because my track is still open. You know, I'm the only one on that track every morning, and I'm giving the amount of cardio a day. And it's just like, why aren't you doing this with me?
Right. I feel like there's two types of people during this quarantine. Yes. There is the person that's like, no, I'm using this time to not do shit and sit on my couch. And then there's another person that's like, you know what, I'm going to use this time that I have now and actually work towards a specific goal.
Right.
Which I think the second is better, because, look, sitting in the house all day, it's going to have problems with your mental health, and, like, you know, eating chips and pasta every day is not going to help out. I think most people complain, especially about diet and fitness, oh, I don't have enough time. Mm-hmm. Well, now they're given time, right, and they're not going to try something out, you know?
Exactly. Like,
what did you kind of like make for like snacks? Like, like what is that? How is that?
Getting away from snacks as much as possible. Only eat the meals that's presented to you, and then not really snacking as much. When I say snacks, I mean like an apple, a banana.
Right, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah,
what did you end up like deciding on?
Yeah, it was just
more fruits,
low calorie snacks. Yeah, apple, bananas, rice cakes. They're only 35 calories, and it's actually really
Never
good.
Had rice cakes, not Rice Krispie treats, right?
Rice cakes. Yes.
Same thing, right? But yeah, I mean, that's snacks is what kills people. I think like people are like, okay, I can eat chicken, I can eat broccoli, but it's those in between shit.
Exactly.
That really fucks people up because it's like, oh, I'll just have a few chips, and it turns into like half the bag.
Most people don't look at their serving sizes.
Yeah.
So when a bag of chips says 160 on the back, you're like, oh, it's only 160 calories. Let's eat that bag of chips. But then you really start to look at it, and it says it's about 4.5 servings. You do 4.5 times 160.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then they make you think, then you eat more, and then you buy more. So it's like a whole marketing game they're playing.
Exactly. You just really gotta learn about what's on the back of the label.
So do you think that it would be beneficial for people to like, whether they're trying to lose weight or not, to really maybe a week or two count their calories?
Yes. It's a big thing. The way I recommend weight loss is always going into a caloric deficit. So therefore, that's simply increasing your calories by 300. So maybe you are having that bag of chips in the middle of the day, cut that bag of chips out.
Right.
It's as easy as that. However, if you want to see more results, because the average American has 2,000 calories a day. So you limit yours to about 1,600 while still working out, you're going to see significant loss.
Yeah.
So highly recommend that.
Yeah, I mean, I even think that people in general should just go for a week or two, just count it and see what they actually are consuming.
Exactly.
Because that's the whole thing. Like, whether you want to work out or not, I think really paying attention to your health is super beneficial. I use the Under Armour fitness, like the calorie thing. You just... I love that thing. You just scan it, and then I put in my serving size. Boom.
Exactly. It's so easy, and I highly recommend the My Transformation app for First Form. This is really where you're able to count your macros, from carbs to proteins.
Oh, they have their own app.
Fats.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're doing My Transformation challenges and everything, and it's all about holding yourself accountable. Today is 116 from day one. It's a whole 8-week process, and we're in week 5 right now. So I'm seeing crazy amount of results just by simply putting in the foods that they have. And it's actually so easy to calculate because you can either scan it or put it in, and it will be somewhere really, really close to the calories you're putting in. So, and ever since then, tracking your macros, I saw how important it was, the amount of protein that's in grilled chicken, salmon,
right,
all the other foods, and you're just like, I was really exceeding my protein limit, or I was really exceeding my carbs limit. I wasn't getting enough fats. That's where I got exposed to new foods like avocados, almonds. Avocados. You have to find what's going to work for you. So
yeah, especially with like, I see on mine, I see like the iron, some of the other vitamins on there, like I don't consume enough of.
Exactly.
And so, I mean, so I know that I don't consume enough of them, and I do eat veggies, I do eat a lot of things. So would you recommend then me maybe going and getting iron supplements?
Yes. You always want to aim for the foods that has that in them.
Right.
But if you're not able to get to them, then yes, supplement.
What has iron in it? What's good in iron? What's rich in iron?
Protein.
I don't know, because I'd be like, mine's always so low, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? I eat fucking protein. I eat chicken. I eat tuna.
Exactly. Yeah. Always get your fatty acids in, and that's mainly from tuna, fish, and whatnot.
I do love tuna fish.
Yeah. You just gotta really look, and if you're so passionate about it and you want to learn more about it, you're going to research it. That's the best part about quarantine, because everyone's able to research everything off of YouTube. able to create businesses off YouTube.
Everything, man.
Everything's on YouTube right now, and I'm loving it. So
yeah, during quarantine is like kind of when I seen a ramp in your Instagram account. You know, you had time. You're like, oh, I have extra time to make it even better than what it was before. I can ramp it up, try and really market myself. So what do you think are going to be some of the challenges going back to BG and back to college and still having this business? You know, you're going to have work, school, frat life, partying. You're going to have to do all these things, and I know you still are passionate about this. So what's going to be the struggle there? How do you overcome it?
Now I know my priorities. This quarantine has made me evolve into a better person mentally. So therefore, getting a 4.0 GPA this semester than the last semester, it's such a big change in my mentality. Yeah, I know my priorities from the start of the day to the end of the day, and I know what needs to be done. Even if I want to step up for leadership positions in the fraternity, right now I'm secretary, and I'm holding that position over the summer and hope to obtain a higher position during the fall. I know my priorities, and even if I have to give up the party life, it's what's best, because this 2020 and this decade to 2030, this is where the biggest factors and years play out of your whole life. This is where you're going to graduate college, where you're going to meet your family and whatnot. You're going to be able to surround others in the positive vibes. This 10-year span is all about where it starts now. And that's what I always told my mom. I was like, this is going to be a great year. And I wasn't letting anything stop me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's crazy because, yeah, especially the start of 2020, obviously it's been a rough year for a lot of people. But I think a lot of good things, however, bad things are coming out of it. I think a lot of good things will come out of it. You know, a lot of people like yourself, like you find your passion. You're like, dude, this is like what I want. You know, this is the goal. And so I think a lot of people think like misconception is like dieting and working out. You can't even go out and enjoy a party, or you can't go out to dinner. Right. And I think that's like ridiculous to me. It's like you can find that balance.
It is. And like they say, the older you are, it's harder to get off. However, if you start the lifestyle now, it will be better in the future because you're able to lose that weight as soon as possible. That's why I'm like, start now, because your metabolism is going to be high. You know, your testosterone is going to be high naturally, and you're going to be able to live the lifestyle you want and still be able to enjoy your life. That's what the biggest process is of working out, is that you don't want to take it so seriously to the point where it's going to affect your mental health and your surroundings. Yeah. You really want to actually hang out with people, experience new things, go to new places, go on vacation. That week is fine. If you want to go there for a week, enjoy it. Yeah. Enjoy it. If you need to, eat as much sweets and stuff as you can. But just know that when you get back from vacation, it starts there again. You just have to put in the work. You have to put in the work.
I 100% agree. I think that if you can't let loose, so it basically has to do with discipline again. It's like the people that don't let loose really lack discipline, if you think about it. So like they think to themselves, like, if I don't work out on this vacation, if I don't eat right on this vacation, I'm gonna lose everything, you know. But really, the true disciplined person is gonna go on vacation, know that as soon as they come back, it's back to it. You know, they're allowed to treat themselves. We're human beings, dude. Like, it's okay to just you know, we don't have to do things the same thing every day. Like, it's okay to have that week on vacation, let loose. You don't have to work out. Even go on a little run, maybe, you know, to get that little adrenaline rush and that mental health boost. Yeah. But you need to let loose. You need to be able to let it be a complementary to your life and not be your whole life.
That's the definition of obsession to me.
Yeah.
I'm young, 20, and you just want to experience new things, and like getting obsessed with this at such an early age is a different meaning than passionate.
Yeah.
So, and it's like just making sure that I'm able to hang out with the friends that I have, make time for them, make time for my family. I'm not letting this whole fitness thing be obsessive. Like, I'm not obsessed over it, because let's say like my family comes first. Family always comes first. Surroundings come second. And it's like I stack those on top of my priorities as well. You have to make time for others so they can make time for you.
Yeah.
And that's where it starts.
You don't control... The fitness doesn't control you. You control it. You know, like that whole thing is... I definitely agree with that. Mm-hmm. So, let me think. So you think people should start young. Why do you think the problem is that people don't see the long-term benefits of starting early? Because I think that's a huge problem. People don't think long-term. They think short-term. They don't see the results right away. But, like, let's be real. In long-term, you'll live longer if you're healthier. It's common sense.
Yeah, it is.
But people just want to ignore the fact, like, I'm not there yet. I can just treat my body like shit and I'm young.
Yeah, I totally get that. But everyone has the mindset of we're not going to be able to see ourselves in 20 years, 10 years. You don't really know what's going to work out. And the mind has such a powerful asset of making ourselves happy no matter what the cause is. So, like I said, fitness makes me happy. However, some things may be happy to others, whether it's being creative work, doing math, accounting, pursuing their job career. But it's really at such a young age, I think fitness is important because you're able to have these two aspects in your head, that is read and run. So when you run, there's like this little thing telling you to stop. But however, your mind and your body's going to keep going.
Right.
That's how you evolve. And then reading, there isn't anything on the internet that you cannot read about and not learn from. You can learn anything from the internet.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how well, technology has expanded too. From social platforms, TikTok is so famous right now, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and they just all revolutionized the 20th century. And most people just don't know how much you can really learn from this. People are giving advice out on how to start your own business.
For free, people.
How to become a multimillionaire at 20 years old.
Yeah.
And people just aren't taking action. So.
Yeah, do you think the discipline that you put into fitness relays into your other passions?
Yes. Just like I said, it's all like, ever since at a young age, I would always imagine myself being better than my brothers, and because I'm the first one to attend a university, out of all my brothers, and I have younger brothers and sisters that I want to be a role model to. Right. I want them to look up to me and actually be able to give advice to them at a young age where they're at, to say, this is how it's going to play out. That's why I think the mother and father role is so significant in your life, because they are the blueprint to your life. Right. They're going to tell you, like, because like my parents, they were into fitness when they had me. And then next thing you know, I became passionate about. They didn't have the technology back then to make channels and whatnot, YouTubes and videos. They didn't have that.
They were just doing it for themselves, I guess.
And now they're giving me advice to say, do this. This is how you should do it. And remember to stick by it. And that's how you become a better person, learning from your blueprint. Yeah, and so
your Instagram is almost your way to be like your parents in the aspect of, like, you get to provide the knowledge that you're getting to other people in the same hopes.
Exactly.
You know? Mm-hmm. That's awesome that your parents were into that, and, like, that kind of relayed onto you, because, I mean, my parents were never in fitness, never, like, you know, they eat out a lot.
Yeah.
And I can constantly tell them, like, come on, you have to do this, you have to do that. But it's like, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, whatever. But
you ever kind of watch videos, like, basically, like, you know, you like, I'm about to post this, but then you like rewatching, like, I don't know if I can post that.
all the time. But the best part is about the fitness page is being myself. Okay. I can make myself look stupid in so many ways. I could always retake the video too. But it's just being myself. If I do something funny, it's going to definitely go up on there because I want people to see the real me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so instead of making it like super tailored, super, you know, strict, it's like loose. It's like, you know, you're having fun with it. People see the fun. They enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that.
And that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun.
What? So you said your major in school is communications?
Yes.
So do you want that kind of to relate to the fitness thing? Do you think you're bringing aspects of that into your fitness thing and then fitnessing to that? Like, what's the overall goal?
The overall goal that I want to achieve is I'm seeing a lot of YouTubers and Instagram models and whatnot. They're able to travel anywhere they want.
Right.
I want to travel and I want to make fitness a part of it. Communication is going to give me one step in the door to go into realty, be a real estate agent, become a real estate agent. Therefore, I'm able to travel whenever I want and actually work out in different states and different recreation places and make videos about it and still keep going for a long term.
Right.
Just being able to get my foot in the door and still go towards the business manner. However, to become a real estate agent while I'm at it. So
would you want to take your... So you're getting these numbers, you're increasing like crazy over the last few months. Would you, if it just blew up today, would you take that fitness and turn that into your full-time occupation? Like, this is what you do every day. Would you enjoy that, or do you like having it separate in a way? Like, you get to teach people, but you also enjoy, realty. Like, you enjoy selling things. And
you see, I would start brand new if I was doing a different occupation, because that's my fitness page. I have a personal page, and my fitness page has more followers than my personal page. This is something that I like doing. However, you can definitely see the real me, and I can definitely always make a new page, because that's the one thing I learned over quarantine. I know how to get to the targeted audience and what audience I'm going to intrigue. And just me learning by this fitness page and it growing substantially, I can definitely do that with another occupation, such as realty, clothing, and whatnot. And I know the audience that I want to have on and be surrounded by too as well. So.
Right, yeah. And I mean, I think it's always important for everyone to have multiple things that they do. Like you wanted to get your real estate license, but having this as your passion and on your side, and if it makes you money, that's awesome.
Exactly.
But I mean, I feel like if it doesn't, you're still enjoying what you do, which is what everyone should do, And the plus is just like making a little side cash.
Yeah, that's the definition of a dream job. Honestly, you love what you're doing, and you're learning from it. And I'm always a big learner when it comes to things. I love learning, reading, watching videos, knowing how to do from step 1 to step 8, and it's just all paying off. So
yeah, it's amazing. I always love to see somebody that obviously when we weren't the closest in college, because I was like older and whatnot, but it's good to see someone comes in school, they have an idea and they start it and they really drive home. I see a lot of ideas they start but they burn out. And I love how you're ramping it up. You see, you're increasing your followers, but you're ramping it up, trying new things, and that's like amazing to me.
Exactly.
So, what are you watching? Like, who's the influencers that make you want to, go harder at this?
Big shout out to Simeon Panda, Kai Green. They don't. Simeon Panda is natural. I'm really looking at natural athletes. However, there are some athletes and bodybuilders that aren't so natural. However, their mentality is so powerful that it changed my mindset. And big shout outs to my friends who have fitness page, such as my dude Dominic Grimes, who I've been friends with since daycare.
Oh, okay.
And I'm talking 3rd and 4th grade. And he's the one that made me get on the jump because I loved what he doing. And then next thing you know, I followed in his pathway and asked for advice and say, how can I make this better? And I always look at him as the person I could look up to when it comes to this, because we're both on the same boat. We both work hard for what we have,
right.
And we both are so eager and desperate to get what we want to get.
And you can learn from each other.
Exactly. And that's what we have been doing. So
yeah. And I think that's another thing people, especially fitness world, people think that what they know is the only way, and that's it.
And the most powerful part is not being able to relate yourself to others. That's the one thing about fitness, is never compare yourself to others.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that we don't do. We don't compare each other. So when I say that, I mean doing the same workouts. Our workouts are different. A lot of workouts are the same, push-ups, squats, compound lifts. But he's more of a bodybuilder, and I like CrossFit. it's that type of thing.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to achieve different things.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing people need to realize.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what they think may not be the best way. I mean, but it's a good way. You know, like what really is the best way? No one really knows because everyone's getting results doing different things. So it's like, find what works for you and pursue it. You know, and work hard at it.
And that's what it's been about since day one. So yeah, we're just keeping it going.
Yeah, and then and you also, on top of your fitness page, you started this brand, right?
Yes, Metamorphosis.
Yes, tell us a little bit about that.
Metamorphosis, the ability to evolve by supernatural means. As humans and reading so much, metamorphosis is as easy as being a caterpillar and transforming into a butterfly. You want your wings to spread, and it's all about becoming a better person over the years. And that's the main thing with my clothing line, fitness clothing line, Metamorphosis. I really made this brand to promote my fitness page and my DXD_breed as well, the name. And by me doing this, it's able to get to a number of audiences around the local region. Because like I said, going to BG, being in Cleveland, having those two ranges 2 hours apart from each other, especially like Toledo and whatnot, they're able to wear my shirts and say, hey, where did you get that shirt from? Oh,
right, huge groups of people.
Exactly. Yeah. And when they see it, everyone's going to be wearing it. And it all started with an idea because I'm like, how can I promote this page more? And then next thing you know, it got bigger than I thought. So
right, it connects your brand. It connects your fitness brand to something physical that people can see. So basically, it's just like a really great branding idea.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah. So do you plan on starting is there an Instagram for that yet, or?
I might occupy that onto my fitness page because that's what's going to promote. Yeah, that's the one thing that's going to promote the fitness page specifically. There will be like photo shoots, a website for it, and everything. But making first form a priority as well. It's also, I can bring this along. Yeah. And it's something I'm not scared to do as well.
Who knows, down the line, you might be able to, for Metamorphosis, X, first form, boom.
Dreaming. That would be amazing.
Is there any other ideas on, what you want to do in the future, aside from just shirts?
Honestly, it's really just the fitness, helping people.
Right,
that's where my main passion is and my mindset is. I want to help people learn more information and be able to talk to other people about information, because if you tell me something, I'm going to learn from it, and I'm able to talk to this other person about it, he's going to learn from it. Who knows where it might be able to go to? It can go to a multimillionaire saying, where did you get that information from? Who wants to learn from you? That's why I think old people are so wise.
Yeah.
Because the information that they have over the years is insane. And that's the one thing I treasure, always talking to my grandma, other elders in homes and whatnot. And it was just asking, how did you get there? What did you do in your life?
It's always good to learn from people.
And it was always as an inspiration, yeah.
Yeah, it's always good to learn from people. Mm-hmm. It's always good. And I think that's why your t-shirt brand is going to do well, is because it has something that backs it up. You see all these, so my whole thing is you see all these t-shirt companies that pop up. And yours isn't a t-shirt company, but it's part of your brand. But the idea is they have nothing behind what they're selling.
Yeah.
So they're selling a canvas. They're selling just a canvas with writing on it, right?
Yes.
People don't want that. Mm-hmm. People want to attach themselves to something that means something. Mm-hmm. Metamorphosis means good mental health, fitness, healthy, clear mind, discipline. Evolving. Yes. Yeah, always evolving. Mm-hmm. Never being complacent. And I think that's why it's going to do very well and accentuate your whole brand on Instagram.
Right.
When I have my Chef T film shirts, people like it because they fuck with what I do. And
exactly. And exactly.
And that's part of it. Is I think more people should focus on the idea of the brand first. Mm-hmm. What does it actually mean? What does it mean to me? what will it mean to somebody else?
Right.
Because that's how you become successful. Mm-hmm. That's how your page becomes successful. People want to hear from someone that has meaning.
They want to hear the stories.
Yes.
Everyone wants to see you fall sometimes. However, a wide variety of people want to see you rise as well. And that's the people you want to be surrounded by at all times. Yeah. That's what I think is so important. So important.
Yeah, going off that, do you think like people surround yourself with the right people can help with things, especially with workout-wise or health-wise?
Going back to our quarantine discussion, you have to know how you're able to evolve, whether you're alone or you're with people. So, like, I don't have any siblings in my household, so it's just me. However, I have grown substantially over the months to become a better person and stick to what I am doing. Right. I've learned that my mindset and my voice in my head is experiencing knowledge and gathering as much knowledge as it can and enforcing it into the public. More people are based on social interactions because they hear ideas from other people. I didn't hear ideas from other people telling me to do this. I did this. Yeah. And when I pitched it to my mom, she was like, "You're a go-getter. Go do it." And that it pushed me so much.
Followed through.
It pushed me, yes. Yeah. Yes. So therefore, it's because honestly, if I was in BG, I most likely wouldn't have been doing this clothing brand, if I'm being completely honest. There's a lot of people out there that's going to say, that idea is dumb. Like, why would you do that? Like, it's not going to work. It's not going to pay off. Right. And especially with, like, people you're closest to, they're going to give their opinion because they think they're so close. However, they don't really know what they're saying. That's why I always say, listen more than you talk. So, therefore, I'm alone when I was doing this, and the ideas just started popping, and I was like, it's all paying off right now. And then even though it was a process over the past month, we are able to get where we are at now. And it all starts with that idea. It all starts with the idea. So
yeah, it all starts with the idea, followed through. Mm-hmm. You know, everyone, like, you have an idea, just try and implement it. Make sure you guys, like, yeah. I agree. Can we see the shirts? Yes. I want to see the shirts. These are dope.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
So
okay.
You got the bleach one. So everyone's going to be outside during quarantine and whatnot. So therefore, I kind of made it a cutoff bleach tie-dye. Okay. Shout out to Chloe, Designs by Chloe, one of my coworkers who designed it for tie-dye specifically.
That's dope. Yeah. See, like, you're bringing, like, streetwear into workout.
Exactly. Because everyone's going to be outside during this quarantine. I want everyone to be wearing this as well.
I like that one.
So, yes.
Yeah, these are dope.
Definitely clean.
And these are everything I made from home. Awesome. From equipment and whatnot. Invested the money to do this and watching it all pay off. And the funny part about it is that I put it on my Snapchat, and for 2 hours I already had 15 orders and I only have 5 shirts made. I'm like, what am I?
Like, I need to go back.
I'm like, what am I gonna do? And then next thing you know, the next day I had 13 orders. And I'm just like, man, oh man. But it's taking off because right now I'm not charging a big price right now. Yeah. This is all about promoting my fitness page because I want people to wear it. I'm not worried about pricing right now. Profits are still good, but I'm not really worried about branding it into $50 clothing sites and whatnot. I want everyone to wear this, everyone to afford it, to buy multiple ones as well.
That's awesome. Yeah. I mean, that's what I think matters, is getting your brand out there. People fuck with the idea that you're starting something and doing something that is you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it was like I learned how to do this from YouTube, designing and the screen printing, and it's like I don't use any machine. Yes, I don't use any machine. Okay. I used like a little what is it called? It's a like this design layer thing. It's not really a screen printer.
I know what you're saying. I've seen like YouTube tutorials.
I've seen the videos.
Twitter, YouTube. I don't really know how to describe it, but it's just like this screen printing board. That's what it's called.
Like a heating process?
No, I blow dry it.
Oh, that's
that's
even more crazy.
Yes.
So there we go, people. That is just an idea that you can get started today.
Yes.
Like, literally. Like, you don't need a big, everyone excuses, I need a fucking screen printer, I need this, I need that. You could probably buy this shit at your local Walmart or Marshalls and just get started today.
And with this quarantine, everyone's losing their jobs, so I'm like, let's stay cheap. I don't really need all the equipment, and I found out how to do the whole process with the equipment I had at home. Yeah, I didn't need to buy anything except the photo emotion, other stuff that you really need to.
Yeah, but you need to make so you can wash it and be able to.
But everything else, it was like this was initially a $200 investment. And now in one day I made $225. Yeah. Easy as that. So
yeah, put in the time and really learn. Like go on YouTube and learn how to do stuff on a lower budget.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. People are like, oh, I'm just gonna buy a $1,000 screen printer. Like it might pay off in long term if like that's what you want to do. But like you might as well get started now.
I mean, if you have the work, if you have the time, I have no problem doing it. Yeah. And then with my coworker coming up or
this pitching. This one's that Goodfellow brand. I fuck with their clothes.
Yeah. Me doing pitching the tie-dye idea to my friend Chloe, who's really obsessed with the whole tie-dye things. Her outfits are awesome, her whole collection, and she's one of my coworkers. And knowing that she like really turned something into that, I was like, this is going to take off. So
yeah, but again, like bringing kind of the streetwear to the workout.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
people want that because I think all the workout shit's the same. Like
it's
need
different. It's different.
People want to look fly when they work out too. You know, everyone wants to look fly.
Yes. So very happy about it.
That's great, man. Will, do you want to add anything else?
Man, you seem like you really go get it, man.
Thank you.
Go get it. Don't really make excuses. That's really good, man.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's a good place to stop, man. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Where can the audience find you? Instagram DXD_breed. I'll be creating my YouTube channel towards the end of this month when gyms are open soon. If not, I will be doing workouts outside in 70-degree weather. So yeah.
Yes.
Everyone, make sure you go check him out. He's got a lot of great ideas coming, a lot of content. Maybe a Chef TX DXC breed thing in the works. Collab. So you want to go check that out. So it's been real, guys. It's your boy Chef T.
I'm Will the Spacekid.
And I'm DXD breed.
Yeah. So keep it real. See you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you all for listening and joining us on another episode of the Stirfry. All the music was created by Steve Ozell. So check him out on all streaming services at SteveOMusic, spelled ST3V30 Music. Also, if you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and leave a review. We'd greatly appreciate it. And see you next Tuesday when we talk with Roscoe No E. He's a rapper, entrepreneur, financial advisor, a man of many talents. We talk about how important it is to think long term, whether it's financially or in your career. And it was a great conversation, so see you next week. Keep it real.